Hey bro,
Oh, hey.
what are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I was just, reading as I do on a daily basis.
Oh, you reading books?
What's wrong? Are there any problems?
Oh, nothing is wrong, it's just I'm kind of feeling confused. It's just I've never ever read any books in my life and I don't know how to say it, but I'm scared. I've seen all of these successful people, for tons of them, who've been reading books all over their lives, and I'm feeling like I'm being an outsider here. Can you give me at least 3 books to read to develop myself?
Okay, bro. I got you. I'm going to give you 3 self-help books that personally helped me. But you're going right there, you're going to sit down, and you're going to listen to me, okay? In the last 5 years, on average from 1 to 3 books per month, I've managed to read over 60 books. Well, I can't talk about all of them, but I'm going to talk about 3 I would say most influential books that affected me and my personality. The first book I want to talk about is called The Way of a Superior Man by David Dia. This book may affect your personality and show your feelings from the inside out. I recommend, after you read this book, to give it to your friends and even to your girlfriend, as when they're going to read that book, they're going to understand how you operate, how you think, how you're feeling, how you want to conduct your life, and they're going to respect you better. Well, what you actually can learn or find even something new for yourself from this typical book. There are a lot of topics there. I can give you all of them, but I'm going to give you at least some topics that are debatable nowadays and should be taken in consideration. How to hold to your deepest realization until the end, how to control your sexual masculinity, and how to become understood by people around you. Personally, I read that book in a point of my life when I was anxious and I was desperate for some answers about myself, about my body, about my personality. I read that book when I was completely unfocused, the most wrecked, and the most busted about my life. The second book is so flawless but so popular that many people hearing that name would just say that it's overrated. There is no point of reading it and you just should move over this book. Probably you already understood what book I'm referring to. It's called 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Those people who are here to learn something or to find something new from them, guys, I'm telling you, listen to this book and pay attention to what I'm going to say, because this book is far from overrated. This book holds some dark secrets, but you should read at least twice to understand what the author really tried to state. I remember vividly when I read that book, I was 18, and I think in every one family, you hear this time when you're 18, you leave your house, you're going somewhere else, you're going to develop yourself, you're going to change your life, you're going to find new friends, you're going to create yourself a business, a project, an agency. So many you're going to create for yourself, and you're just getting so overwhelmed, so confused, so frightened that you just want to go back in your bed, you want to watch something, you want to feel safe and with no problems at all. I think every 18 years old boy who gets in this point of life just gets so wrecked and so scary. This is why this book is a turning moment for you. It's going from a downside phase to an economic boom in your life. And I'm not talking only about materialistic path. I'm talking about emotional and spiritual freedom. If it wasn't for 40 Laws of Power, I would still be confused about my life, about how I should operate and how I should change myself, my perspective of becoming someone better, and I would just be, the same old child who loved to talk so much, to talk about anything or show everyone that I have something but in fact I couldn't afford. I would still be the type of guy who'd DM girls with some photos that were never mine. I would repost TikToks which had cars, money, wealth, and many other stuff. I would still be the guy who hadn't thought about how to actually change his personality. But I think the most tough aspect of personality for my body was I was talking too much. And I mean, I was really talking too much with such a no sense, and I would just look stupid in front of tens or even hundreds of people. So when you start to read this book, in the chapter 4 you'll find this quote. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more you are likely to say something foolish. Moving on from talking less and have control to yourself to the third book called Meditation by Marcus Aurelius. Now, Marcus Aurelius was one of the emperor of ancient Rome, one of the emperor who was the most respected and the most sophisticated of all of the times. Reading that book, you'll understand the concept of life and death. You'll start to feel that life is actually scarier than death. That death is a concept that is going to happen to everyone. And even people who are dying younger and people who are dying older, they have the same path, they share the same path, and nothing lives forever. This is what Marcus Aurelius tried to show in his memoirs. And to be honest, those books so tough to understand that I would advise you to read it twice, because I read it once and I understood only 5% of all of the book content. It's not only about death and living, it's more about unconsciousness mind of trying to change stuff in yourself, showing that you're not worth for someone, you're worth for yourself, for your mind, for your conscience. You understand that bringing devil into your life, it's only because of you. It's only because you want to bring devil to others' life. So these were 3 books that personally helped me, and I would personally take them one more time. I would go home, take my books and read them one more time and try to understand each sentence, each paragraph, each chapter of each specific book. So this was all. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button because we're close to 500 subscribers and I want to hit 500 subscribers until 14 December. This will be like my gift for myself and for my mind.